intro bumpers. Oop. Nope, that wasn't the intro bumper. That in one. We are back for another wonderful session. Over the course of the last events, the players started off in a very upbeat manner despite the Walking Dead and the chaos that had happened just hours earlier, or the previous day, excuse me. It was up until they were at the party that was going on for the survivors, where it was a bit of bittersweet symphonies of sorts. And Fennec decided to tell everybody he was hosting a sentient being inside of him. And the events took a downward turn, but Fennec got his hug. Gz. Plural.
He's never been more scared in his life.
Was it worth it?
Be careful
find
what
out.
you wish for.
3 years to get the hug. Finally got it. Ah.
You're welcome.
Ultimately, we ended shortly after Levin gave a slightly crazed speech about how he is not a murderous psychopath, one of those two.
It was really convincing.
And-
kept Fennec's eyes glued to the wall.
He's still there, I think.
No, well,
You were released.
Oh,
though,
Yeah.
Fennec, your shoulders do hurt because he yanked you up from the behind as he was kind of throwing you, so you are in pain. Not damage, but pain.
damaged.
We ended with Gearfried and Levin leaving the group to go find anybody who might be able to sell them a weapon, assuming there are any in this area. So, players, where would you like to start tonight? Do we want to start with the 3 that stood behind, or the 2 who went off to go find a weapon?
I'd say start with the group that was left behind, because we cut the session right as Levin was leaving.
Fair enough.
And then it was pretty much done.
So those of you who are staying behind, so Fennec, you are kind of withdrawn within your cloak. Ceres, you have just used spell on Fennec. You have prepared yourself for the day. You may be slightly angry at Fennec, so I'm not sure if a dagger is going to end up in his back. And Zarya,
Am I
you two
alone
were...
with Fennec?
It is you, Zarya, and Fennec.
Oh, okay.
So, almost alone?
Yeah, there's a witness to the murder, so.
I mean, you could just look away for a second, and then Fennec will fall over, and Ceres will look just as surprised when you look back. It's like,
No. No, she will not. She knows.
Oh no! Oh, this
She
blood
knows what
came
to
from
expect. She knows what to expect.
the lack of trust is hurtful.
Oh,
Expect.
bull. Hmm.
But with that, it is now the next day. You all have kind of had the moment to process the events of the night
Wait.
before.
If I remember right, Levin and Gearfried were heading off for one more errand, or at least Levin was, as he was following Gearfried, correct?
Yep, you were looking
He
to.
followed well after Gearfried left. Gearfried left the previous night. Levin left in the morning.
Oh.
Gearfried
Never mind, might be.
professed wanting to basically spend a night on the town.
Correct. I got my times mixed up slightly. My bad. Continue.
Oh, I'm interested to hear what Gearfried was doing for that night.
If the DM's entertaining it,
I will entertain it.
Gearfried's brothers worked at a smithy at one point. Old armor shop, some like simple weapons. Is that still around?
From your earlier walkabout, you would have noticed that the smithy is gone.
Gearfried would, as you know, I can't imagine there are too many people really caring. Gearfried's going to walk to the rubble, and anything that he can find that is made of steel, Gearfried is going to just pick it up, put it into the bag of holding, and keep going until he fills up his bag entirely.
Go ahead and give me either a investigation check or a survival check.
Investigation or survival?
Yeah, because you're forging. Even if it's for metal, I'm going to say survival would be applicable.
I'm good with that.
All right. You are able to acquire the equivalent of 10 ingots of steel.
Okay. Yeah, Gearfried's going to basically just abscond with all the steel that he can find, and then he is going to make it back to Galahad's, where Galahad's still probably awake and working on something because he always is. But Gearfried will head back there to the workshop, and he'll just watch Galahad until his sleep and exhaustion gets enough to him that he finally passes out.
All right. You are going to notice that he is working on a relatively life-size adult dragon, homunculus.
Interesting.
All right. And how about for you? What would you have been doing?
I'm sorry, who was that addressed to?
Levin. Sorry.
Alright. Levin, upon leaving the group, he would have been walking through the city, basically observing the, I'm gonna say, rubble. And he knows where Gearfried may have been. So he's gonna be making his way over towards Master Galahad's.
Making my way.
Alrighty. You would certainly be able to find him there. I would say by the time that you arrived, he would have probably have been passed out. So you would find Galahad working on his creation of, as said, a dragon homunculus. And Gearfried, would you have gone off to a bedroom, or would you have just fallen asleep where you were?
Benched out.
Probably, yeah, falling asleep where I'm sitting. So, like, if the workshop being a relatively, decently sized room, Galahad's probably hammering very loudly, but years of dealing with this is Gearfried can sleep pretty much through any of this. So, like, as he's going around, you're just at the corner, it's just me.
So you
That's to be expected. All right. Pardon me, Master Galahad?
Hey, what can I do for you?
Well, two things. I was hoping that you had some weapons lying around that I could perchance purchase off of you.
And what is it you're looking for?
This is going to sound like an odd request, and I'll be forthwith. When you told me you had me pegged as a military man, you're not far off.
Yeah, I had a feeling about you. It's the mannerisms. Seen enough soldiers to... They're similar.
Well, you did just get out of a war,
Exactly.
but thus the odd nature of the request. Do you have a few dull daggers that I could purchase?
Dull daggers, eh?
Yeah, and then where the edges are either blunted on purpose or simply not cared for.
You're going to see him hop off of his ladder that he was on, tool still in his hand, and he's going to kind of just walk off without another word. Then, after several moments, you're going to hear the clinking as the sound of metal kind of clanging around as if being thrown. And he's going to return with 3 blunted daggers.
Levin's going to take a moment to inspect them just to confirm that the edges are blunted, but that they could still be used to stab. He specifically wants to not have to be able to cut with these.
The tip is slightly rounded. It is worn, but it is able to be sharpened if you want the tip. So it's not completely rounded, but it would take force to actually stab somebody with it.
Levin will nod his head. These will serve the purpose. Thank you very much. How much?
Take them. They're just collecting dust anyway.
Well, it's not going to sit well with me if I don't at least do something. Do you need some handles worked on or anything like that? I can at least do that for you.
Nah, just one do anything. And he's going to just kind of turn to look at Gearfried. Make sure he doesn't die.
I'm going to be waiting on him to wake up, so if you could, I can do carpentry, masonry, if there's any work along those lines.
Nah, see. For me, it's the minutia work. That is the most important.
Detail-oriented, right. He did speak of you in that manner.
Aye, well... To do a good job...
Although, to be fair, it was in between insults.
Well, fucking learned right then, didn't he?
He's a journeyman now.
Well, is he good?
Honestly, I'm impressed with the work that he's done on the Carpe Diem, if he's told you about it.
That hunk of junk.
Well, most of the time, if you see one of the Loranda skyships, if you see work like that, you expect it to explode.
When he showed it to me when he brought it in, that's what I thought it was going to happen.
But his work on the stabilization of the elemental energies from that crystal is... I'm not an expert, but I've seen it when it goes bad.
It is one of
There's
the
ingenuity
reasons...
there.
Indeed, it's one of the reasons why I promoted him.
That said, he does have to stop with that reckless behavior of his.
Good luck with that.
He seems to
That
think
bo-
honor is enough.
That boy has been stubborn ever since he darkened my hallways.
Oh, so he has a pattern of taking hits. rather than
Indeed.
Dealing with the threat.
One of the reasons why I have to sometimes use a hammer is because I gotta force it. I have to force these things into his head sometimes. He's just so thick-headed.
Well, if there's no work for me to do, I'll simply wait for Geoffrey to wake up. Actually, now that I think about it, are there any adjustments that you can make to any of these? And Levin's going to pull out his technically 3 crossbows. But the one at the 4 is going to be his +1.
All right. He's going to start taking a look at them. These are nice weapons. Well taken care of.
And he points to the one that he hasn't been using. There's a weird hitch in that one.
Yeah, let me take a look at them. And he's going to kind of take them, particularly starting with the one that you had mentioned had a hitch on it, and he's going to take it to his bench and begin to examine and make repairs.
And Levin will spend his time just basically being quiet and letting him work.
Alrighty. Jumping back to the group that is all together. As time is passing, we're going to say about an hour and a half has passed. Those of you who are at the tavern, what are you currently doing? So we do know that you have kind of commandeered this building that is now unoccupied. Fennec, as mentioned, you are kind of withdrawn in yourself. Zarya and Saris, the previous night you had gotten close of sorts, to the point where, I believe, Saris, you had even been sitting on Zarya's lap.
I think she was doing that more to keep me from murdering people.
Yeah.
Yes, but the last session had a lot of flirtatious banter between the characters. And I believe a promise of a lap dance if certain conditions were
No, it was not.
met.
Sarah just pushed
Right.
it further. Sarah does that.
But
It's
Slander.
dost thou protest too much?
Oh, don't
But-
get Shakespearean on me.
With that in mind, what would your characters be doing?
I think Zarya's taken up post of watch Saris and Fennec, both to make sure, Fennec's good, not going nuclear, and also making sure Saris doesn't murder him. Because that is a possibility.
Yeah,
She's been with this group long enough.
Saris is kind of like being quiet and pensive, but eventually she'll kind of go over to Fennec and just kneel down, get down to his height, and so
Watching you.
it's just looks at Fennec. Are you all right?
No.
Okay. How long has that thing been in you?
Long enough.
Why did you think it was a good idea to keep it?
Why do I think anything's a good idea?
Bro.
I didn't think.
Maybe with issues like that have the potential to affect the whole group, consider just talking it over with us. I don't think any of us would have probably agreed to travel with your little traveling companion, had we known.
That's all well and good, but every time I talk it out with people, I get told not to do stuff. So I stopped asking.
Okay, let's back up there for a second. Do you think maybe when you suggest something and everyone says no, it's possibly because it's a bad idea?
Maybe.
You have to trust us a little bit too. We don't want you to die, and we don't want to die. So, talking it out and having it be a bad idea and that's telling you it's a bad idea is our way of saving you and us.
I know.
All right?
I made a mistake. I've learned.
But you fussed up. That's good.
Then she will tussle Fennec's hair. It's like, come here. And she'll open her arms for another hug.
Okay, what
You
is
just-
the lovey-dovey shit? Because you don't
Where-
do that. You don't do that.
Where is she crouching down to him?
She's like, down on one knee, kind of at his level. So, her arms are open.
Like, is she in front or like beside?
A little off to, I'd say like front side. Because she
Okay.
wanted to look at Fennec a little.
So he's just gonna, like, as she does that, like the arms open, he's gonna, like, for the first time, like, look up, like, so you can actually see his face. Like, you'll actually, like, clearly see his face. He's going to just lean to the side, like, falling into the hug, and then just burst into tears.
Oh, buddy.
There.
Now, the player is not going to be crying, so just imagine he is.
Yeah,
When he
I
talks.
get it.
I just,
And she will.
I
Yeah,
just
well,
want to do good in your eyes.
Well, that's an admirable goal, but why don't we just aim a little lower and just do good?
It's not it. I just don't want to disappoint.
No one does. It's
But all I do is
but on the bright side-
everyone
Then disappoints me.
everyone ends up leaving me.
You didn't disappoint me yesterday. You impressed me. It takes guts to own up that you to own up when you messed up. That's brave,
just
and I
don't-
respect that.
I just don't want to disappoint because all of you are the closest thing I've ever had to a family. And last night, I know I messed up. I know Levin was angry. And I don't blame him.
To be fair,
But-
that's not all on you. We've all kind of
It
messed up.
actually, and I'm not mad at him because I almost welcomed it. He had every right to be angry. He had every right to kill me. And he didn't. And I know in his rough, gruff, non-cop ways, he cares. And if I'm being honest, and he's gonna look at you both as he says honest, him being disappointed in me hurt in the way of a father being disappointed in a son.
Well, like I said, this is a potential turning point for you to maybe apply a little more consideration to your choices. Or at the very least, cut us in on a little bit of the what's going on in your head so that we can offer our suggestions. You may take our advice or you won't, but
You didn't want to
You'll
be
find-
inside my head.
what you know what I mean.
Well, actually, he starts getting it like you can see the wall breaking. Actually, it'd be nice to have had you in my head when that thing was there. It had it out for you.
Wait, it said shit about us?
That's cute.
It didn't like. Okay, we're being honest. I got this. It didn't like how you all treated me as kind of the, the jester, so to speak.
perhaps that's fair. But to a degree, you sometimes choose the role of jester.
Yeah.
I tried to explain that. It had a different way of seeing things, and I can't really explain it. It always wanted more.
It was talking bad about the people around you, saying that and making it seem like it was the trustworthy one.
In a manner of speaking, it was trying to convince
Okay,
me that you didn't care.
Yeah, that's manipulation. That's full abusive manipulation bullshit.
Well, let's not call it abusive. Manipulation has its place.
It gives you a look.
What?
So by that
Anyway.
definition, wouldn't that be the same thing you're doing to me right now?
No.
Okay,
no.
that thing is a malicious, actual, dangerous entity.
I'm not disagreeing.
Honest.
I'm just using your words. But I know what you're saying, and I thought I could gain control and get the upper hand, and then when it didn't want to do that, I started seeing things a little bit more clearly.
Yeah, I'm not going to trust anything that comes from witch. So.
Yeah, that should have been your first pet. Hags are notoriously, to put it mildly, ill-mannered. So it was unlikely that anything they made was going to do you any actual favors. But on that note, we've talked it through. I mean, there's still, some rough patches to smooth over, but otherwise, we've seen you through this horrible little experience, and now you're better off for it.
To be better off.
Change is important. We should embrace the change. You've changed. You had one change where you had the thing in you. Now you have another change where, the thing is out of you and you have a new path to travel. Embrace it. Follow the road wherever it may take you.
Well, the only road I'm taking is with you idiots.
Sensible choice.
Just don't abandon me. You're all I got.
I will. It is.
Now keep in mind,
unlike-
Fennec is still embraced in this hug. He has not leaned. He has not sat back up.
Yep.
He's basically like a little baby in your arms.
And then she will all right, we've hugged enough. I have limits. Sorry.
We will endeavor not to die.
Speaking of limits to your hugs, if my math is correct, and as a goblin it usually is, this is hug number 4 today.
Sure. Yeah. Is that weird?
I have been after that for 3 years.
You've been after it for
normal
a few months
people-
in game. You've been after it for a few months in game. We've been playing longer.
I've been after this for a long time.
It felt like 3 years.
That declaration of 3 years might include his time with his previous parents.
Oh wow.
Shit.
Oh, fuck, that's dark.
Zari just says, for normal people, that's not weird. For you, extremely.
Oh.
I'm not gonna lie, sirs, and again, we're being truthful. I'm kind of scared.
Why?
Yeah, I
You've
think you're going to
made-
shiv him or something.
You've hugged me 4 times in one day.
Are you
I mean,
dying? Is that something?
No, I'm not dying. I'm just, had an epiphany.
What kind of epiphany?
Did you
Personal
drink
one.
something from the hag's belt?
We're
Hell
being
no.
honest. You have to be honest.
I did not. I will tell you right now, I will never drink anything from a hag's anything. Because hags.
Okay. What's the epiphany then?
And oh wait, and
Oh, the
again,
epiphany's personal. I'm not going to share it. I just told you I have.
Since
Okay,
we're being
well, that's
since we're being honest, again, Can we maybe not tell Levin about the whole father figure comment?
Yo,
Yeah.
yeah, no, I'm not touching that. I'm not. No, that. I've only been in this group, what, a week? I'm not touching that.
You've been with us for about 3 months, but that's fine.
Good game. I can't.
You can let Gearfried know I called him the annoying little brother, but that's the Levin father. Nope.
I have sad news for you, Levin. Not Levin. Fennec. I have sad news for you, Fennec, in that I cannot make that promise because I will probably say something at some point.
I appreciate your honesty.
Weird. I don't like the feeling that it gives me, to be honest.
Why do you think I don't do it?
Yeah, well, you're different. You you have a
This whole
lot of
conversation of
magic.
acceptance. You're different.
Well, no, it's you're good. Different is good. We like, if everything was the same, it'd be boring. We like different here. But your brand of different does come attached to lots of potent magic. And so, you're a little on top of what's going on with you in case, you explode. You make a huge 60-foot crater in the ground.
I did kill a dragon.
So I've heard.
On that, Gearfried, real quickly, about how long are you going to sleep? Are you going to take a full 8-hour rest, or?
Yeah,
All right.
Gearfried's gonna go full 8 hours.
Okay. Levin, are you planning on waiting at Galahad's workshop for the full 8 hours, or are you going to get your weapons back and then take off?
Well, depending on how long that time's going to take, Levin will trance.
Alrighty. So, those of you who are still in the abandoned tavern, what is it you would like to do for the next 7 or 8 hours?
Cyrus will probably take her leave to go wander the town a little bit. And she's probably just going to set up a little shrine somewhere out of the way. Kind of in a back alley or something.
Alrighty.
I'll hang with Fennec and do whatever he's gonna
Yeah.
do.
A little sort of devotional area to her god out of the way.
Alright, noted. So that would occupy about 2 or 3 hours, give or take, because you could pretty much see most of the town at ground level at this point. Sorry. Alright. And then I assume you'd be going back to the abandoned tavern? Alright. And...
Sorry.
Yep.
I'm sorry, I got distracted by something.
Yeah, no worries. Would you be going back to the tavern?
No, she's gonna continue to wander around town and just, maybe not like past healing magic, but tend to people's wounds. I do actually have proficiency in medicine, so, like, help people
Alright.
here and there, bandages and diagnosis for sicknesses, treat infections and whatnot.
Go ahead and give me a medicine check.
I'm gonna use guidance. Hold on, my keyboard. Okay.
You are
27?
very helpful as you are making your rounds throughout the town, and you are able to aid not only people, but instruct others who are also tending to wounds. So you would notice that after a while that a couple of people seem to be copying what you are doing, or rather mimicking the way that you're tending to people.
And as I'm talking to them, I'll be like, I know this is terrible, but out of terrible tragedy, we can find positive change. This is a new road for us to travel.
Well, you asked what is the safest road to travel?
No, she's just using that as comforting words
Oh.
to people as she's treating them.
Gotcha. Alright. you have pretty good bedside manner.
It's
The
And
lower Dura special.
those of you who, that would be Fennec and Zarya, is there anything specifically you would like to do over the next course of time?
Would Fennec be able to actually like utilize this time to try and get some form of rest?
Absolutely. You have about 8 hours of it.
Yeah, he's like with everybody gone and like having talked, and he's a little bit more. He's opened and kind of coming out of a shell. He's not fully out like he is with Saris and Zarya right now. He'll actually take that time to catch up on any kind of sleep he can get. So
Alrighty.
he'll just kind of find like a corner or somewhere dark to just kind of go to
Sounds good.
within
After
the
all-
tavern parameters. He's within the tavern.
Yeah, I don't think Zarya is letting you leave the tavern.
He may have to go to the bathroom.
I'm coming with you. We're just for a little bit, just gonna.
He's going to
Sure.
sleep. He's didn't get rest because he stayed up because Levin threatened his life, and so he stood there. So he is taking a moment to get.
Okay, I'll
Wait,
just post up where.
Has the time passed that Levin said for him not to move?
Sorry, repeat that?
Has the time would the time have passed for Fennec in the time frame that Levin had told him not to move?
Well, once
Is
the
that time
remove
passed?
curse was cast, Levin undid your bindings and left.
Oh, okay. Okay. So yeah, he's going to sleep.
All right. After
I'll
about
just post up wherever.
sounds good. After about 8 hours of rest, Gearfried, you would kind of start stretching. You would
That
notice.
was a test roll.
What's up?
I said sorry. That was a test roll. I had to relink Foundry to D&D Beyond.
Gotcha.
Sorry, you were saying I'm waking up.
Yep. So you are now waking up well rested. Levin, you would have either continued to meditate because you only need the 4 hours. So I don't know if you would just be meditating until he wakes up. What would you be doing for that?
Gearfried would be waking up and seeing Levin just sitting in a chair, doing nothing, but he's got like 1,000-yard stare towards where Galahad was working, if it was in the same room, or where he left, if he left to go do the work in another room.
And Gearfried's seen 11 trance before, so I'd probably know what this is.
Oh no, he's not tranced, he's just waiting.
Oh.
Very similar look though.
But yeah, at this
Morning.
point, Galahad would still be working on his dragon. So, Levin, you would have been seeing him at some points fixing individual scales to this thing. Each of them made out of what looks to be not regular bronze.
Good morning.
Morning. Oh, what time is it?
Levin wants to say it's the afternoon, but DM, can I get a time check?
It is about 3:30 in the afternoon.
Past midday.
Oh, wow. That's the best I've slept in a while, actually. Nostalgic, in a way.
Not detecting any alcohol smells off of you, so I'm assuming.
No, I didn't drink. I was up later than I intended to be. Galahad and I were working on, and Gearfried's going to look over his shoulder, and unless you've been perusing around the shop, while I've been asleep, there is a large...
He wasn't rude.
Yeah, there is a large sheet covering a large object, And Gearfried's going to look over towards it and look back, and he's going to stretch a little bit and say, well, should probably grab the others because I have some good news for everybody. And Gearfried's going to kind of shake his bag, and Cogfried's going to pop out. Gearfried is then going to use one of his artificer abilities. He's going to take a discarded tool, maybe like a nut or something like that. He's going to imbue it with the vocal property, and Gearfried's going to have it upon contact with any surface. It's going to say, and the message that Gearfried's going to record to it is, "Come to Galahad's now." And he's going to then hand it to Cogfried, and he's going to say, "Fly over to Priority 4, drop this off to them." And then Cogfried is going to take it, and he's going to fly off in search of Fennec.
Alrighty. It shouldn't take more than about 10 minutes, so after about 10 minutes, those of you who are in the tavern, you would see the familiar dragon fly into the window, or rather the broken walls, and land. And it is going to go straight to Fennec, and is going to kind of peck at his ankles to wake him up. Or bite him. Yeah, bite his ankles.
Leave me alone.
It's going to continue to nip at you, unless something stops it.
Cogfried has a forced bolt attack.
Yeah, but I don't know if you wanted me to do damage. I'm not going to... That would be up to you as the controller.
Fennec will have to kick.
If Fennec hits Cogfried, Cogfried will attack him. So if Fennec kicks Cogfried, Cogfried will blast him with a bolt.
DM, can I do just like a flavor perception to see if Fennec's awake enough to notice it's Cogfried?
I will allow
I was
it.
gonna say, though, Zarya is kind of posted up outside, so she would have seen the thing.
Okay. Would you like to try to stop it?
I'll just go in once I see, like, your Fennec's still not awake, and just, like, can I go take the note from it?
Like you'll kind of see, maybe I guess as you're approaching, Fennec's foot or leg start to coil in, and you know what's gonna happen.
Oh, nope, grab it.
As you grab it, you are able to take the note, and once the note is removed, it is going to squirm and struggle until it's freed.
Yeah, I'll let it
So
go. Go back
Well,
to your
the note
map.
being a singular like bolt, like just a a bolt that you would use in any construction. The moment it like touches the ground when Cogfried drops it, you hear Gearfried's voice echo out, and it says, "Come to Galahad's now."
Oh, all right. Come on, Fennec.
And
I wasn't done sleeping.
Okay. She's just gonna pick you up and put you over her shoulder.
Works every time.
I feel like this is Fennec having the equivalent of being a passenger princess.
Yep.
I'm going to ignore.
Hence
All of that.
hence works every time.
Now, as you are heading back to Galahad's, you are going to notice that Ceres is nowhere around either.
Yeah,
So
let's go find Steris.
Ceres, would you start heading back to the tavern after about 8 hours, or what is it your character would be doing as you're treating wounds, etc., etc.?
I mean, she's mostly just kind of being amongst the people, helping with their injuries, and just talking about how important it is to, like, some change is bad, but from bad change, good change can happen, and life goes on, and it's those of us who are still living that really need to be, the ones walking the road forward into the future for the people, not only that we left behind, but the people we bring into the future.
Give me a charisma-based check, please.
I mean, like a persuasion check?
You get to choose either persuasion or deception.
It's persuasion. She's not
That's
trying to
okay.
be deceptive.
No, because you could also be gaslighting and bullshitting them. That's why I said I'm going to give you the choice.
No, she's pretty genuine.
Placebo
Pretty-
effect.
Pretty much. Because I feel like you're about to start becoming either a cult leader or a preacher. Because
Well,
you are,
33.
you are drawing people...
Later.
You are drawing in a somewhat decent crowd. And they, like I said, they are helping to tend, and they are kind of following you around as you make your way from person to person during
I
this
think-
time.
Varys is mostly, aware that they have physical wounds, but they also have spiritual wounds. They've lost a lot of people. Their town was attacked. It's been razed to the ground. So you need, she knows that these people, when she leaves this town, are going to need to find some sort of spiritual fortitude to carry on and deal with the struggle of living when some of those that they left did not. So she's
100%.
setting them up to
Paris is on her missionary journey.
Cult leader
and
or preacher.
she might to the people who look like I feel like street urchins recognize street urchins. So those of us, any people that were kind of apparently lower class individuals, she'll just kind of whisper, where her shrine is in kind of the back alleys, if they want to go venerate a little bit and find a little more spiritual fortitude for their lives and pray when things are really hard.
Oh, that's wonderful.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I love that I got a nat 20 on this roll.
Me too. After a go ahead, Zario and or Fennec, and give me a investigation check, or perception check, to see if you can
Foundry
find
is not
Saris.
pulled up for me just yet, but I will roll on my D&D thing.
Perception or investigation?
Yes.
Okay. There's a very big difference in modifiers there.
Perception or investigation.
Okay, 15.
All right. With an investigation, you would have
Foundry's not
been
loaded up for me just yet, so I'll go ahead and roll.
no worries. You would have found several people who have been talking about this
Me too.
kind healer who has been helping people within the city. And you would notice that at least 3 or 4 people who have either been treated by her or have heard her speak. All positive comments. And they will help give point in directions to find her. It will take about 20 minutes to find her, though.
Okay, as we're going, Zarya does just say to Fennec, remind me to tell Levin about this, because Saris is not... This is weird. This is weird, right?
She just be followed by a throng of people as she kind of talks to them and ministers to the sick and the hungry.
I was going to say, she has about 8 to 10 people that are kind of following around her.
Can we make it 12? A nice even 12?
Absolutely. She has 12
Oh
people
my
who are
God.
following her.
That's when you keep it 11.
Yourself.
No, see,
Oh god, I'm giving another inspiration.
You missed a good opportunity. You could have had about 6 or 7 people.
Don't do that. I just gave you an inspiration. I'll take it away. Shit, tax your asses.
Oh my god.
But yeah, so you would see her with 12 people who are helping and tending, and as said, she is preaching her sermon.
Ministering.
It's not quite preaching. She's just, offering little tips and guidance. She's not trying to be like, oh, this is the great. She's not necessarily like talking about
So,
religion. She's just explaining her religion has given her the fortitude to see through this particular disaster with these people, and she'd like to pass that on to them.
I swear, if you become the Jesus of Gearfried's hometown, he's gonna be so pissed.
I just did. He just became the Jesus of Gearfried's hometown.
oh god.
Zarya's just staring at
That-
this and it's just like, when the fuck was she religious?
I am a cleric.
You are?
You thought she
I'm
was
a
a
knight.
rogue, didn't you? I'm pretty sure we thought she was a rogue up until like level 9.
Yes.
I am 9 levels of cleric, only 4 levels of rogue.
What the
That I knew.
Okay.
Yep.
Well,
Trust me, we all went through the same thing when we found out.
Okay. Yeah, I just fucking. You probably told me a while ago, and I'm
That's
just.
healing magic.
Well,
Where do you think I came?
What a nice
Ceres,
of you.
Ceres
What a
is
nice of you.
13 levels of problem.
Yes. Zarya will approach Ceres with Fennec on her shoulder and just go,
She will look at you with this serene expression, like, "Hello, my child."
okay, where's where we have to go to the forge? You coming?
Sure. And I will turn, address my disciples, and let them know. He's like, carry on the work here. You are all great. You all know I've given you kind of, the foundations of what you need to carry on and do the work necessary in this town to see that it rises up stronger than ever. Follow the path before you and always take the next step forward. And I will, give them all smiles and little hugs. And I will join my friends.
Are you a cult leader? What the fuck is going on?
No, I'm just, I'm helping these people out. They've had a terrible time and they need
Is something? Are you? Is it what the? Okay, we're dealing with this. This is weird.
helping me. I don't
You
know.
do notice that at least half of the group begins to dissipate and continues to treat the wounds. The others do stay relatively close to Ceres.
No.
I was like, I turned to them, I was like, it's all right. It's all right. I'm fine. It's better that we, at this juncture, we travel our separate ways.
And you're going to just notice that they simply bow their head, and they're going to begin to aid others around.
I nod and turn to Saria. Like, shall we be? Let's be off.
This is fucking weird. This is really,
You're making-
really fucking weird.
You're making it weird by saying this.
I'm not.
So as you make your way, you are easily able to make your way back to Galahad's workshop, and with this, the party is once more regrouped.
When I see Gearfried, I'm like, Gearfried! How's my favorite Tinka Smith?
I don't know what you're doing, but I will find out.
Yeah, no,
I don't-
something might be wrong with Ceres. We might need to deal with that next.
I don't trust this. You don't say hello with a smile. You say it with a murderous smile.
You want me to murder you?
I want consistency.
Yes, I think she might.
Cyrus. No, this is fine. Just
And she'll look at
It-
Gearfried with a pleasant smile and say, I'd love my parents back from the dead. Can't always get what we want.
even when you're pleasant, you're frightening. All right. Welcome back, everybody. And as Gearfried is standing up to greet you all, he is still not bathed, so he's very much covered in a mixture of grease and dirt.
Saris
Um,
would
It's
like
just
to
his
walk up to
natural
Gearfried.
musk.
Saris will casually walk up to Gearfried and offer him a hug.
What
Does he
happened?
turn her down?
Gearfried will not turn her down, but he's not like open. He's not like embracing. So if you're going in to hug Gearfried, Gearfried's just gonna be like, I genuinely don't know how to respond to this.
And she just like pats you on the back with a quick hug. It's like, I don't just greeting between friends. Happy to see you.
It's
Yeah, I
creepy.
Likewise.
I lean over to Lemon and I'm just like, I think she's the next one we have to work on.
It's creepy, right?
If I knew
Extremely.
giving her a cigarette would change her attitude this much, I would have done it sooner.
What kind of cigarette did you fucking give her?
I decline comment.
Oh, yeah, okay.
All right.
So,
Wait, did you give her weed? Is that why
No.
she's so chill?
No, we wouldn't
Okay.
last this long.
you
I
will
wouldn't know.
once they're kind of gets together, like Fennec will make the occasional comment, but like once Levin engages, you'll see kind of the hood go back a little bit forward. Like, and he kind of goes quiet again.
Fennec, are we sans passenger or what's? I left before I saw the conclusion of that.
Saris cast remove has done what she needed to spell-wise.
Ah, so we are no longer with passenger. Excellent. Well, glad that's settled. While you were all engaged with that, I had spent a good chunk of the night, as well as a lot of the early morning, working on something that needed to honestly be fixed quite a while ago. And Gearfried's going to cross the room over towards that big sheeted project. It's maybe about 9-10 feet long, or 12 feet, I guess. And Gearfried's going to like place his hand on it, and he's going to turn around and he's going to say, "Before I reveal this, I have something to say. When I met all of you, I was trying my hand at an insane project. A rough, shitty courier cruiser that I purchased from House Dorian and had to fix up on my own. But unfortunately, I had to rely on someone else to repair a crystal. And once
You're welcome.
this shitty... Thank you. And once this shitty little cruiser was completed, the name that was floated was Carpe Diem, which, as we all know, is Elvish for seize the day. And I thought at the time that that was fitting, but since I've started my travels with you all, that has changed drastically, as I've learned the unpleasant truths about Eberron. And it got me thinking, why the fuck should we seize the day? Like, genuinely, what is so enviable about today? Because as I see it, the day is ruled in part by greedy power brokers to the west and an undead, vile sack of shit here in Karnath. They've constructed an elaborate game where they can make all the rules, and they think that they can tell us all what our parts are, what our fates are. If they want the lives of those close to us, they'll twist fate to make it so. But our fate isn't for them to control. Neither is Eberron's, neither is Maylee's, neither is Ramos's. So we need to show them. we need to take control. We need, and Gearfried's going to pull the sheet off as he says, Carpe Fatum. And as he pulls the sheet off, the former vehicle that we once drove around in is a much different size and shape. Before, the cruiser was a large, boxy kind of mail truck, essentially, uncovered. Now this is longer and sleeker, far more narrow, and still, it still is large enough to facilitate the entire group plus one, but it is a much more compact vehicle. It's got that similar sort of brass clockwork construction to it that Cogfried has and Gearfried's armor has. And Gearfried then looks at the rest of you again and says, "This is a labor of love born from hatred for those bastards who not only burned down my home, but also took away someone very important from us. And this will be the chariot that carries us to them so that we can take their heads off, take our friends back, and seize our fate. A sleeker frame reduces drag, and the speed increase is substantial. We can get up to roughly 30 miles an hour with this. Additionally, we've added a roof to protect from the elements and from small attacks. Galahad was kind enough to sell me some lanterns he had in storage, so travel by nightfall is now a possibility. And Gearfried's going to snap his fingers, and the two Everbright lanterns that are now fixed in the front are going to light up and then turn off as he snaps again. The crystal is no longer an obvious weakness or an eyesore. It's contained within the rear of the cruiser. The hood is where we can store our equipment. The interior is not luxurious, but it is more comfortable than what we had before. Padded seats from recycled furniture after the unpleasantness. And Galahad's favorite feature, for some reason, are the drink holders that I floated by. I'm genuinely not sure why you appreciate that so much. Anyway, this is our new
They're
vehicle.
Slapping. It's like, excellent! This is great! Love it. Looks well crafted.
And here I was thinking you were going to be making a siege weapon.
No. Right now, getting to melee is more important. And we need to do that as fast as possible.
Please work on the name. I understand that you're using a loan word from common, but fetum is a variation of the word for abstinence.
No, that makes sense for Gearfried.
Then we will seize the abstinence. Either way. We need to get melee. This will do it for us much faster.
Tapping.
That said, that went on a little long. You wandered around trying to get to a point. I'd say it's perfect.
Yeah, Galahad made fun of it too. Anyway, Galahad, thank you for the lanterns, and even though you did charge me up the ass for them,
What are friends and family for?
Besides, you're not the one that procured the materials.
Right. Also, Galahad, can you do me, I'd say a favor, but more of a kindness? I actually haven't had the pleasure of running into my parents quite yet today, or yesterday. Can you avoid telling them that you saw me, or that I was even here? I would prefer to not have the last time they saw me be when the rest of the town was destroyed. I would much rather come back to them after we're done alive.
DM, I have a question.
Yep.
Is there a chance that Gearfried's parents heard my sermons?
I'm going to say no, because they were nowhere near
Okay.
the town. As much as I would find it hilarious, no, they were not near there.
Okay, just I thought I'd ask.
No, and I appreciate you for asking.
That was an intriguing ask. Thank you. I was like, wait, really? Could this? Yeah. Okay.
That would have been fun.
Well,
But with that, he's going to look at you. Oh, sorry, go ahead.
When was the last time you spoke with him?
Physically?
Any form
Probably
of
when I-
contact?
I sent them a letter. Not sure if
And
they got
the
it.
Contents, I don't need specifics, but I'm assuming you told them you were doing reasonably well.
That was actually back in...
That pause was enough. Leave a letter.
I left a letter already. Delivered it to what was left of my childhood home. But I haven't seen them.
Then why are
I
you
haven't seen them
requesting?
physically. I don't want them. Look,
To worry.
I would yes, in a sense, I would prefer not to have the last time they saw me be here and now. I would much rather have them have the last memory of me be smiling and heading to fucking wherever the fuck y'all found me in search of a insane dream. Happy and excited, not furious and vengeful.
Gifrid, you came into, well, I'm going to affectionately call this place a town, with the intent to help. Why wouldn't they, at the very least, be hopeful, proud? I don't know which words to use here. That, at the very least, you showed up to help.
Yes, why wouldn't they be
There-
proud of the new path you're on?
Also, you
it's
recently
definitely-
achieved Journeyman.
It's really nothing to do with my concern of their pride. It's genuinely, and I
No, just a concern of yours.
Wouldn't they be more concerned to see you like safe and whole? Be more reassuring, especially after such a tragedy. You should think about your parents more instead of yourself.
A little less ego.
if we see them, we see them. But we really do need to be getting going, and they weren't where
Oh,
my
I
house
agree.
was. So, how about this? If I happen to see them as we're driving off, I'll give them a hug, a kiss, and wish them well. But we need to go. Lake Caius is to the south, and that's probably where Melee is.
I can work with that.
Levin's going to turn towards Galahad.
If I may have my equipment back.
And he is going to head back with everything repaired. Any bowstrings that were, or any of the drawstrings that were damaged or frayed have been replaced.
You're going to see Levin basically doing like a 3-point check on each one of his weapons.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
And much as you've told me not to worry about it, I will pay you back for these.
And he pats his hip where he put the daggers.
No rush. And you're going to see that he begins to pound the scale into place.
So, did you have to take this apart when you brought it in here, or is there a service door?
There's a service door.
Like, was this like a Gibbs moment where you basically built the boat inside?
No. That Gearfried had Galahad open up a side like garage door essentially to pull, because the dragon got out somehow, I imagine.
Yep, there is a driveway door that would be able to open up and allow it out.
Gearfried will start up the cruiser, and it comes to life. It has that same kind of glowy effect that all the vehicles here do. Begins to pull it out. It is a much smoother ride, too. No longer clunky.
And with that, is there anything you would all like to do before you begin to depart and new seize the abstinence?
I would, give
Be
it a
ready to
small
hold back.
I give, a small little blessing, consecrate it for the road.
Oh no, it's desecrated now.
Yeah, I just lean over to the group again and just be like, okay, this is weird. Right.
What's weird?
Driving in a insanely better vehicle.
No, her behavior.
Oh no, it's terrifying. I'm scared.
Okay, so
You're
maybe
terrified
that's
of this?
something.
I'm terrified of someone having a complete 180 in personality. I mean, if it wasn't very long ago that she woke up Yami with a knife to his neck, and now she's all cheers and smiles.
Oh, so you're having a lapse in memory of when she's been in cheers and smiles before. Most of the time when we were dealing with the Orients, that's actually been the majority of her demeanor and expressions.
There
I
was
mean,
a certain...
Happy Smiley is... We've seen it, but the proselytizing? That's...
She's proselytizing?
Yeah.
Proselytizing.
What has she been saying?
Did we hear any of what Saris was saying?
Probably.
I'll repeat some of what I said, what I heard then.
So yeah,
So
you definitely would have
sent
heard.
over well wishes, hopes, and instructions to move on.
Okay, yeah, out of context, it sounds normal, but was also mentioning a shrine, I think?
Loss. It seems like a shift in personality,
Oh, no.
and
Nobody knows about the shrine except you wouldn't have heard that. So
Okay, I'm sorry.
it's a shift in personality specifically towards me because I'm used to a certain rapport with her, and now that rapport has been shifted with a shockingly different attitude, and I am concerned and a little bit frightened. It makes me think she's up to something, or she is very, very unstable at the moment.
You know what? You do you.
Okay,
will
I just
just
wanted to
make-
bring it up with the group.
You could simply talk to her about it.
I just look at Levin.
Maybe when we park to rest tonight.
Talk about her.
I haven't had
Uh,
issues getting information out of her.
Okay, well that's you. She's dodgy as hell with the rest of us.
Maybe the shift in
Wait, wait, wait,
personality
wait,
might
wait.
come with more.
Okay. Last night was tense. Things were said. I'm going to assume you're of a mindset of things. talk with her.
Yeah. Okay.
Well, we'll have plenty of time to talk. And Gearfried's going to showcase one more feature of the Carpe Diem, or the Carpe Fatum, and he's going to push down on the steering apparatus, and it's going to emit a honk.
Almost as bad as the Dapper Dans.
Oh, you're not going to like the license plate. I'm joking.
I'm sorry.
Joking. Relax. I'm joking.
You have licensing iconography on this?
No, I was making a joke. Some of the vehicles over in Lower Dora had some sort of identification. They had like silly combinations of letters.
Most should. It's part of registration for couriers and the like.
Yes. I was going to
the initial wagons and carts being exempt.
I was going to make a silly one using the letters DPRDAN, but I decided against it. It seemed childish. I decided against it. Relax.
Vanity. Got it.
Yes. Gearfried's gonna honk the horn. It's gonna sound like a big truck.
Jesus.
You're gonna notice as you hit the horn, it is gonna cause Gearfried to jump. No, excuse me, it's gonna cause Galahad to jump. And you're just gonna hear a stream of profanity going on in Dwarvish.
Sorry, laughs.
The question I have here is, did you honk that inside or outside?
God.
Well,
half in, half out, because we're pulling out of the garage, I imagine.
Levin's flinching. Because that's like firing a gun indoors. That's just, ow.
Yeah, flinch and then laugh.
In Dwarvish, Gearfried will yell back at Galahad, "You kiss your mother with that mouth!"
And you're going to get the equivalent of, like, fuck you, thrown back in Dwarvish. And you are going to see a hammer come flying in your direction.
Can't catch it with the flux missiles.
I'm going to say no, not able to catch it, but it does scuff up the paint on the front end.
You.
Wait, I might wait, hold on. Do I have any reactions to this?
Well, you're technically driving, so I don't know. See what you got.
I think would I see it coming? Would I see the hammer coming? Evasive driving
I think at this point I'd argue you'd expect it.
Yeah, I agree.
Gearfried's going to quickly floor it and immediately turn to avoid the hammer strike.
Give me a vehicle check.
That is my
Dexterity plus proficiency bonus. Yeah.
Gearfried's proficient with land vehicles, right?
Yes.
I believe so. He read his driver's manual.
Cruisers for Dummies. It was in Dwarvish. You said dexterity.
Please and thank you.
There you are. Oh no! I'm gonna use inspiration.
Okay.
I was hoping for you spitting out and knocking down a wall.
And I'm also gonna toss on a Flash of Genius to make that a dirty 20.
Okay. With that, you initially swerved too much, and you were about to scrape. Think of that scene in Star Trek when they scratch the entire. Oh no, Galaxy Quest. Excuse me. When they scratch the entire side. That was what you were about to do. But you narrowly are able to kind of motion and reorient yourself so that you just missed the door.
He turned into the skid he was causing.
Gearfried will shout back in Dwarvish, "Why would you do that? We just finished it!"
Tell that to my ears, ingrate. And he's going to get start going back to work, and you're going to hear the pinging of hammer on metal.
Slayer, with all the burns he gave me making me walk into his forge, I think he might have deserved that one. He thought it was funny that it didn't hurt me as much.
But with that, you are officially out of Galahad's shop. You are out in the open, and you are ready to begin heading south if you so choose.
We're heading south. At 30 miles an hour.
So, from Friedeken to Takakar, it will take about 6.5 days, even going 30 miles per hour. It's about 200 miles away. But this is also at a normal pace. If you are driving overnight, that will half the distance.
We can drive overnight.
Well, you do have
Headlights,
you
a
have headlights now.
It's a matter. Yeah, it's a matter of whether or not we want to risk being spotted by anyone at night. As obviously being the light source puts a target on us. I'll defer to the group.
It's probably a good idea if you show me how to work new one, just since I'm the other driver, I guess.
Yeah, it's like this, and Gearfried's going to show you the mechanisms as he's kind of going about it.
Mm-hmm. Gotcha. All right. Good.
Are there any buttons that Fennec can be pushing?
Of course.
There is a large red button in the center, like at the very center of the vehicle, and Gearfried's going to point to that, and he's going to say, "That is a fun little item that I added into this. There is a this can create an ally in battle if I have the capability to power it. This kind of runs interfaces with my gauntlets. Pushing that will, and Gearfried's basically just going to explain that it allows him to cast Create Construct because Gearfried loaded the golden chest he's been working on into the car. So now, just for flavor, punch that and the Summon Construct appears.
I was about to say, did you make this into a fucking transformer?
No, it's not. I wish it could do that. That sounds awesome.
Also, was that your way of deterring Fennec from pressing the button?
Well, I mean, that's what he's saying. If Fennec still touches it, Fennec still touches it.
Zarya will put a hand over it. Just immediately.
No.
Just immediately.
Don't do it.
I wasn't gonna touch it.
Don't do it, Fennec. Don't touch it.
Actually,
I'm not gonna touch the button.
You know what? Here is your moment for growth and trust. Takes her hand away.
He's gonna reach for it.
God damn it! No. Okay.
He's gonna stop. He's gonna stop, and you're just gonna see this little grin.
Please don't.
Gearfried is going to smile, reach over, and touch it. And as nothing happens, he's going to say, "I don't have the spell prepared today, my friend."
Hey, nice.
You're learning.
Throughout all of this, Levin has had his hood down and covering his eyes, and he is just shaking his head hearing this.
It's progress. It's progress.
Fennec will look over to Levin. Oh, you're impersonating me.
So, wider group here. Saris, 11, if either of you want to get on this. Shall we go through the night, puts a target on our back, but cover more distance?
Sure. Being on the road is the best path for us.
Agreed.
You've argued several times that speed is the priority.
I have, but I am not the unilateral decision maker here.
And my one vote against the other 4 isn't going to change anything.
Well, we don't know what are your opinions, you three? Speed or caution?
Opinions on what? Oh, I vote caution.
It's 2 for caution,
Speed.
2 for speed. Saris, you're the tiebreaker. What is it? Speed or caution?
Speed.
Going through the night then. And Gearfried will. Did I prepare that? Double check my spells right now. No, I don't have enhanceability prepared. Gearfried's going to look at his gauntlet and like push a few of the knobs on it and look at Zarya and just say, remind me to prepare the Energizer so that we might make these little night trips a little easier. But if you're driving, and Gearfried's going to shimmy out of the front seat and switch with Zarya.
Oh, there we go.
And we drive through the night.
Ready? So, who is doing the driving? For the first round and then the second round.
Well, Zarya just took the wheel, so...
Alright. And Zarya, you do have proficiency with land vehicles, yes?
Yes. Wait, night vehicles?
Land vehicles.
No, land vehicles. She does.
Oh,
Okay.
Yeah, I have land
It's
vehicles.
come up before.
Just one
That's why
double
I
check.
said I'm the secondary driver.
Oh, right, that conversation.
Saris is the one that doesn't have proficiency, although she's been learning.
She's one of the best pilots in the game right now.
I wholeheartedly agree.
Who crashed the airship?
I did not crash an airship. You keep saying that. I flew an airship deftly in the middle of a high-speed chase in the city of towers, and then we landed and walked away.
It was a sky coach.
You know what I mean?
Yes, which is why I'm correcting you.
Okay.
Alright,
Anyhow,
so Zarya, go ahead and give me a vehicle check. So that would be a dexterity plus your proficiency bonus.
Yep. 1 second, step away from my computer.
And then who would the second driver be? So would that be
You said dex check?
Gearfried? Yes, please.
Just like a regular dexterity check?
I believe the 3 pilots in rotation are Gearfried, Zarya, and Saris. So
Oh, fuck.
one of us 3. Oh no! You crashed the baby.
Do I add
I'm not gonna be mad.
my dexterity?
I'm not gonna be mad at. I'm not gonna
Yes.
be mad at Vince. I have.
You would add
You
your
would have
proficiency
on
bonus.
top. So that would be
my
a 13.
proficiency bonus is +5. Okay, we're good. We're good. It's okay. We're good. Yeah, my proficiency is a +5.
Yep. So as you are navigating through, there are some periods of adjustment where you're not used to how sensitive the steering is compared to the old vehicle. The new body type is different, so there is some alterations. And unfortunately for Gearfried, fair enough, and to Gearfried's dismay, some low-hanging branches are scratching up the paint job at the very top.
Sorry.
Mending, I'll fix it in the morning.
Sorry.
But overall, nothing major.
I'm driving
at that
cars,
point-
in my defense.
Would you be driving the full 8 hours, or...
I think we have like a schedule so that we can all get a full rest, right?
So, ultimately,
Yes.
how long is everybody driving?
8 hours each, I think. Or in rotations
Okay.
at 4. Let's face it. 8 hours of driving would be fucking hell. 4 hours each, switch twice over the day.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, from 4 to 8, it would have been Zarya driving, who would be on the next shift.
Gear free to guess.
Okay, go ahead and give me a vehicle check.
Okay, with my proficiency bonus, it is +5, which is doubled because I'm an artificer, so it's +10. So 18 with a flash of genius to 23.
All right. You are particularly proud that the setting sun and once darkness hits, that you are able to see two bright beams of light guiding your way.
Excellent.
You do avoid most of the low-hanging branches, but after a while, because of the overgrown nature of where you're traveling, or, depending on where you were, you found yourself for a time swerving a little bit too much.
I should probably make
But-
the roof at least. And Gilbert just kind of thinking out loud to himself and just kind of mutters like, should make it so I can convert the roof in and out when needed. Might avoid that.
Alrighty. Who's on the third shift of driving? Are you just going to be alternating between you and Zarya, or Saris, are you taking a shift?
Saris is just kind of chilling. She's not gonna drive.
Oh, okay, then I guess it's me and Zarya switching out 4 hours each.
Okay.
Can we split line rest like that? Like, take half and then half?
Ultimately, because I'm not really going to consider, unless, like, I throw a situation at you, you're not really doing anything extensive, so it wouldn't really disrupt the rest itself.
Okay. Part of me wants to argue because my dad is a trucker, and so I know what it takes out of you, but at the same time, I want a long rest, so I'm not going to argue.
I was going to say, I mean, I can always go with more realistic, sure, absolutely. But, no,
Why would you?
ultimately, you are...
If you're taking long breaks throughout the day, it does mitigate it.
Exactly.
Yeah.
You're sitting stagnant, you're not doing anything extra strenuous, so it's... I'm not going to, hamstring you in that regard. At least, not at this
Well,
moment.
also, I imagine there will be in between periods of an hour or 2 hours where we stop to pull out all the stuff to cook. Stretch your legs.
Exactly.
Here's
The other part
maintenance.
would also be the longer that you do this type of run, it would then impact it eventually. So, if you do the full, driving for 24 hours at a time type of thing to half the time, it will kind of affect you guys because you will be, stuck there in that car
Yeah,
in a
running it hot
seated
for
position.
too long causes problems.
Yeah.
Right. So, as I guess my question to an above table question is, are we going to fast forward, or are we going to play out? Are we going to roll all for every single day?
No, we're going to be skipping ahead at intervals. So right now, we're going to be kind of jumping ahead to the next day anyway. So,
Alrighty.
after... Because, yeah, I don't want you to roll for each time. I'm not having us do 4 rolls for driving of the overnight. But with this...
Reminding me of an Order of the Stick joke. Please continue.
Are there any conversations that anybody would like to have? Anything that would like to be discussed before we jump to the next day?
Can I ask if I have any more weird dreams?
Currently, no.
Okay.
Because and this is above table, for that type of dream, once you are ensnared in it, you won't wake up until the end of the spell.
Hmm.
Good news.
Oh,
Yeah.
I forgot to mention.
Yep.
Just a brief mention from Gearfried. I forgot to mention to you. Let me know if you find any steel lying around. Weapons, armor, loose construction. I don't care. Just let me know. I'm trying to build something. I need roughly 65 pounds worth of it.
Okay.
Fair enough.
Going to have to elaborate slightly.
While we were back in Friedeken, Galahad taught me a new spell, which allowed me to, in part, construct the frame of this vehicle, because the changing was mostly just changing the frame of the crystal. I can create things now, magically. I intend to use a great amount of steel to construct a full set of entirely plate armor that will allow me to tank even greater hits and come out without any damage.
So, streamlining fabrication.
Yes.
So you only need access to raw materials, or...
Raw material, and I'm gonna double check the language of the spell here. I'm pretty sure it is just raw materials. Yeah, you convert raw materials into products of the same material. You can fabricate a wooden bridge from a clump of trees, a rope from a patch of hemp, and clothes from flax or wool. So yes, my intent is to use raw steel to create steel armor.
That won't be terribly hard.
I should hope not. I also can construct any of you armor, equipment, anything, as long as it's not magical, and even then I can also change that to make it kind of magical. So if there's any equipment or anything.
Gifrid, you can imbue items. I already
Yes.
know what you can do.
Right. I was more just giving a refresher for those in the back who may not have been paying attention. Gifrid's looking at Fennec.
Also, a very odd thing for you to specifically be saying, because it sounds to me that you're putting people out of work.
I
And
agree.
Levin's gonna pull his hood down at that dig.
Look, I can put aside some morals for the fate of the plane. There are certain things that are negotiable. Any good union will tell you that. Isn't that right,
Gearfried,
Fennec?
if Gearfried's paying attention, Levin's shoulders are just shuddering like he's chuckling.
Right?
Sorry, it does like cough, scab, cough.
All right, that's enough from all of you. Seriously though, any items or equipment that you need created, I can create it, assuming I know what the item is.
I kind of get, bogged down if I'm wearing armor, but I don't know anything that could help me that isn't like that. Cough, cough, gauntlets, things I fucking know about. Bracers of defense. Can you make that?
I think I actually... As an artificer, I can create, I think, some kind of gauntlet, but I can give you... as far as above table, as far as like monk items go, are brass knuckles a thing that you can use, DM? Is that something monks do here?
Monks have a list of weapons they can use that count as monk weapons.
Well,
I don't know them.
I can make any weapon. I can make any weapon that you've learned how to use, I suppose, as long as I know what the weapon specifically is. You just need to tell me what it is, and I can tell you what I need to make it.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
A bow staff, I don't know. Most of what I
Now
know
they
of
will look
books
into
were
what
told to me by my brothers, so I assume they're all lies.
I mean, that's the thing. Like, I can't. Like, Zarya can technically use a staff. I like her punching, though. I like her punching. It's fun. The staff is boring. Let me punch people.
I mean, I wouldn't
Let
say
there be
boring.
punches.
Mountain hands.
In short, any simple weapon or short swords are considered monk weapons, usually.
And the damage doesn't
Oh.
change for those. They're just flavor.
Yeah, your martial arts die covers that.
Yeah, I don't really want a weapon. I was mostly like, because I've heard about the gauntlets of defense or bracers of defense, and I was like, ah, shit, that might be good for me. But I wasn't sure if you could make that.
You could use like nunchucks as a club or something.
No.
So-
Oh, it's okay. I was just double checking, just to see.
I mean, you could probably use Castus. Those are boxing gloves. The Roman boxing gloves.
But
I'll
in the
look that up.
meantime, while you're looking at the
Just
weapons
wrap your
and
fist in barbed wire.
there you go, Barbie.
Ooh.
Unless there's anything else anybody would like to discuss, we are going to skip to the next day. At the start of the next day, as you are making your way down the road, up ahead you begin to catch sight of a carriage, and surrounding the carriage seems to be figures. It doesn't take you long to get closer to said carriage. The closer you get, the more you're able to make out, and you notice that there are 10 Carnathi undead that are surrounding this carriage as it is traveling down the same road you are.
You're all seeing what I'm seeing.
DM, are the Carnathi undead walking with this as an escort, or walking with this, or moving with this as though they're like preparing an assault or redirecting it?
They are surrounding it as if an escort. There is no hostility towards the carriage.
No, this is getting better and better.
Standard military spacing for an escort.
They go around or away.
Was there any kind of like signifiers of the
Um,
Carnathi undead that we fought earlier? Like, were they wearing anything particularly like identifiable versus these guys? Or are they just all shambling undead people?
Give me a perception check.
Okay. Perception.
While that's going on, the carriage is moving, or has it stopped right now?
Carriage is moving.
Flash Genius, that's 17.
Okay. With a 17, you don't see anything that's necessarily distinguishing characteristics, but you do notice that they are not as decayed as some of the other Carnathi undead that you have fought. So it's not that they're new, but they're also not very old either.
Well maintained.
Well
Yep.
maintained. Okay. Gearfried is Gearfried the one driving right now, or is Zarya?
Well, following the pattern, it would have been Zarya, Gearfried. So I believe Gearfried, you would probably be driving at this point.
All right. Gearfried's grip kind of tightens on the steering apparatus, and he's going to say, "I would love to drive by with a series of offensive magics, but I know that what I want and what should be done are not always the same thing, so should we engage hostily? I mean, there's a chance they might do it, or should we wait to see what they do when they get passed by us?"
Levin isn't paying attention to what Gearfried's saying. He's basically, it's clearly visible, right?
Yep.
Are there any light sources on or around the carriage?
No, because this would be... Oh, sorry, let me adjust the time. The start of the next day.
Okay, so daylight.
Daylight, yep.
Alright, so don't need that then. Eyes of the Eagle allows me to make out details of even extremely distant creatures and objects. So Levin is basically scanning to see if there are any marks or icons or insignia. Like, he's trying to further identify.
On one of the... Not one of the Carnathi... On one of the
Here,
stagecoaches.
just to put that in the chat for reference.
Yep. In the seat where the stagecoach operator would be sitting, you would see a sigil that is in the shape of like a black dragon.
All right, and the rest of you around Levin are going to hear him mutter, "Sigil of a black dragon. Stagecoach is..." And he's muttering details of, like, who's driving, the condition of the carriage.
So the carriage itself, the condition is very much intended to be. It is a normal passenger carriage. There's nothing overt about it besides the fact that it is basically propelling itself, and there's a stagecoach person who's kind of guiding it.
That's all I have. So, do we follow, or do we intercept?
Now, those of you from Karnath or who know much about Karnath, go ahead and give me a history check.
Would I roll? I don't remember.
If you are from Karnath, you can have a roll. With
I don't
the
think I'm from Karnath.
29, Gearfried,
Fuck it, it's gonna be a 34.
Okay. You would know that the sigil of the Black
Their
Dragon,
credit card numbers.
right? The sigil of the Black Dragon here in Karnath is associated most commonly with House Thull. You would have heard rumor of Drago Thull, who would be a military extremist who is heard to have been in opposition of the peace talks that Caius III has been trying to push through.
Gearfried will relay all that and succinctly say, in a nutshell, he opposes peace between the warring countries and is very likely, based on that information, very likely to side with the people that we oppose. Whether or not we kill him or follow him, I'm not opposed to either, but there will be a confrontation.
There's
What was the house name?
House Soul.
Okay. Just double checking, sorry.
There's I'm indifferent either way, but better safe than sorry. And she casts a spell that normally she wears, like, you know, kind of practical and maybe a little bit grubby looking dark clothing. But she casts Disguise Self on her, and she takes on the appearance of herself, but wearing a very elaborate dress. Notably, the dress has it's a backless dress, and she is actually showing off a very large, sort of iridescent purple tattoo that goes from basically from the small of her back up to her shoulder blades. Just in case.
Interesting.
I'm just gonna quietly roll something myself.
So, are you going to approach the vehicle? And if so, how are you going to get them to stop?
We want to talk to them, we can just pass them by. If they want to talk to us, that's different.
So, ultimately, what would you all like to do?
Gearfried, your country, your call.
Melee's the priority. Let's push on as though you're uninterested in them. See if they respond to our presence. If they attack us, we respond in kind. I recommend everyone at least have a plan of action for if a confrontation does ensue.
Might I suggest before we start fighting, let me do the talking? If they let us talk.
If there's any hailing, then sure.
All right.
If it
With
comes to
that-
fighting, Zarya has it prepared to do the Breath of the Dragon on the carriage because I'm assuming it's made of wood, right?
Also,
No, a combination of wood and metal. Possibly magic.
and also, when I start talking, follow my lead, and don't improvise. Go along with what I'm doing.
Yeah, yep. We'll be prepared to start kicking ass if needed, but we'll follow orders.
Levin is going to shake his head
We
as
have a
he is
long
the
rest.
only one who has been taking the, following the lead that Sarah's has put on any deception methods. He's the
Also,
only one that's
Sarah's-
worked with you on this crap.
She casts a little glance at Levin and goes, "I think maybe if I say it out loud, it works better. Maybe I'm trying it out."
Sorry,
Uh,
along.
Also, anyone, very quickly, and Gifford's going to pull out a small ring. Who wants to be able to teleport? I've imbued
Give it
this
to-
little trinket. It has vortex warp in it. You'll be able to teleport yourself or anyone else willing 30 feet away from the direction that you or away from yourself.
Vortex
One place-
warp only works on other people. I don't think it works on yourself.
Or sorry, other people. Yes.
Yeah.
Well, I mean,
But otherwise,
teleport in that you can bring people other places. It's a useful skill. Does anyone want this? Cogfree is not
There's
currently
no
active. You
swipe.
cannot use it.
Sarah swipes the ring. Thank you. And
Welcome.
she puts it on. Next time, try to make it look shinier and more ostentatious.
I can do it to any non-magical ring.
Great. Yeah. You have my instructions. Anyhow, carry on.
We push
With
forward, moving to past the carriage. Sorry.
As you attempt to pass the carriage, there is no attempt to hail, nor is there any attempt to attack. You are able to simply pass. But you do notice that as you are passing, all eyes are on you. You can't see who's in the carriage, because the whatever windows are there are tinted out or non-existent. But the undead and those who are operating in the front as the stagecoach operator are pretty much watching as you pass by.
Theris will make a point of sitting very formally, not looking relaxed, just kind of sitting formally in her seat, looking straight ahead, casually glancing at them as we go by, but trying to give the impression, she's in charge and she matters the most in this carriage.
Okay? Go ahead and give me a performance check.
I'm actually somewhat sort of natively good at these. Can I throw in some guidance?
Absolutely.
Yeah. $17.
Alright. In 17, you are able to somewhat successfully create the idea or the persona that you had intended.
Gifford's going to reach over with a flash of genius and pull the blind down for her, and a very I'm serving you kind of method.
Mm-hmm.
So you add 5 to that.
Alright.
1, 2.
So with that, you were very successful. And you continue on. Are you going to attempt to do another all-night drive, or are you going to be setting up camp this time?
If we do stop, it has to be off the road and out of sight, because those guys are definitely not going to stop, and they will overtake us in the night. Just another thing to consider. We have to pass them again.
Let's look. The crystal's going to overheat if we push it too hard. Let's rest for tonight. Just be extra vigilant with the watches.
Sounds good. And Saris like makes the illusion disappear. So tacky.
We'll find a place to park and take a long rest.
All right. This would be over the course of the remainder of the day. And we are actually going to wrap it up here for the night. As you are all set up for camp, you are somewhat out of sight. And we're going to see what happens next time. Till then, like, subscribe, tune in next time, check out all of our old episodes, and we hope you have a wonderful weekend. Till then, say goodnight all.
Night all.
Good night, everyone.
Seize your
Bye-bye.
abs.
Oh God.